We must exist in these spaces and showcase our emotions and not hide how we truly feel inside. From Turtle Island to Palestine to Congo to Sudan to Syria to Iraq to Lebanon to all of the countries affected by US imperialism, may we all see this country burn to the fucking ground.
Well, I guess you could kind of use it as a gun, but can you see through that? No. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Hi, you guys. Welcome to Super 8. What's your names?
Clara Thorson.
Dylan Schingler.
And what film was yours?
Grumble Grumble.
Yeah, Grumble Grumble.
What is it about?
Just a woman who's a kind of an explorer, and she stumbles around Georgetown looking for clues, and then ends up kind of back in nature.
It's a Western, kind of bit of a parrot comedy, Western piece, really beautiful color. It's about 3 oysters in a bar.
You know, the Super 8 Festival is one of the highlights of Georgetown's busy summers, and each year I try to come and watch the shows. I always see faces of people that I know in the films, and I know a few of the filmmakers as well.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy doing it all in one go, no editing, trying to get focus right. It was really cool. Looking forward to seeing what people think about it.
It was mostly an interview about my brother and what we like and where we lived. We used to live here in Tequila.
How did the process feel for you?
The process felt great. I storyboarded it like any other digital short I would have made, and I got my friends involved, and we just kind of had a party in the park.
This was a really amazing experience. Working with film for the first time. I think it definitely made me let go of my attachment of immediately looking at all the clips and deciding what take was best and being super critical of myself. Just giving away the reel and not thinking about it for a month while it got developed, it just made me appreciate the product I got back a lot more than if I had shot it on digital. So, thank you.
I directed the movie, I wrote the movie, I shot the movie, I told characters what they needed to do, I booked the places on where we were going to shoot.
One thing absolutely the community aspect of this event is what impresses me. Also, just the overall quality of the films is very good. I mean, just from technical aspects, sound aspects especially.
It broke it.
My name's Ambika Tarhanian, and I made a music video for my band, Distest.
I really love it because it was so much fun to make, and it's the flip side of the Carpenter and the Walrus story, so it'll be really fun to watch. I'd love to see their reactions.
We made A Day in a Life of Cherry.
Day in a Life of Cherry, what she said.
I think this movie is going to be really great. We put a lot of work in here because a lot of work and passion, because I'm really passionate about wrestling, and he loves Tetris, so.
My name is Landon Ingersoll, and I thought the movies were very good, especially considering that they were shot on a piece of technology nobody has consciously thought about other than you people since, the 1980s, so.
I think that it's a really interesting moment to be focusing on small gauge celluloid too. It's almost like the anti-AI. I think it's about to have kind of a peak moment here.
You were an actress in it?
I was not an actress, but I filmed the whole thing, yes.
Perfect. How do you feel about how it turned out?
I feel great. It turned out really well. I'm really happy.
I was the actor and producer of Factory Fresh, which basically it's a mockumentary but a commercial. So I took inspiration from vintage commercials from the 40s and 50s, and I used that to promote a fictional product as Factory Fresh Air.
Well, we have a solution. Factory Fresh Air.
And this is a satire on the pollution especially in Georgetown with all the airplanes, automobiles, trucks, and such that's just polluting our like beautiful historic town.
Let's see. Well, this year I made one that was kind of still life focused, so there wasn't acting involved, and it was a lot of setting up shots and playing with light on perfume bottles mostly and flowers.
Very
and that's
cool.
the thing. Super 8 has always been a DIY medium. It was meant for the people to be able to do. So when you look at this, is so much in the tradition. I love seeing people do hand titles and stuff like that with little letters and stuff, and some of that old tradition that we used to do back in the 60s and 70s. Yeah,
it was a much more fun kind of experience of just like exploring the area and looking for kind of hidden pockets of just nice places.
Genre of your movie, and hold on, we got a gong going.
It's a comedy. It's a gongedy. Yeah. Comedy.
I got really excited actually. I was a theater kid before I was ever in the industry, and I was like, all right, time to dust it off.
Stay away from my sister. Seriously, what is wrong with you?
But no, I was just excited to be involved in something cool that's like so rooted in this community.
It's our first one. It started out as more scary, and then as we were making it, we realized it was just more funny. So hopefully that comes across.
It was great. Actually, it was very professional. And
Sabrina Carpenter is a cross between Baryshnikov and Karl-Heinz Stockhausen.
And no slip-ups. Everything went smooth, and production was as pro as it gets.
And I made a movie called Sleepwalking, which is sort of a surreal dream sequence.
It really is an honor when the filmmakers think that your film is the one, and I just couldn't be more thrilled to get the award. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.
It was a dance film, so a little more on the abstract side. So.
We were a bit on the artsy side, and we expected an artsy response to our endeavor today.
Yeah.
I do. A lot of people came over and said it was a great movie and that they enjoyed the history that I was speaking of. And I think my grandma and my grandpa and my mommy and daddy would be so proud for me to be speaking of the house that they grew up in.
I decided to write a film about pool, but instead of doing shots, it was all about the people. Everything was about faces and about the people.
Can you give us a little rundown about the crutches?
Yeah, performing my own stunt for a certain someone's movie, not mine.
Well, I'm hoping to get a laugh out of it. The second one that I don't know the name of is a post-apocalyptic where air is a sellable resource.
10 minutes to showtime.
I think you're 100% right. Judge is almost a misnomer, but when I was looking through all the films this year, I saw what was a big room to step into, what kind of momentum did the film have by the time these actors and actresses all showed up on the scene, and then said, that's a big room to walk into and then just nail it, just throw and also swing for the fences, and so I feel good about. I don't want to ruin it. My selection for Best Actress.
Hi, I'm Ramona Lee, and I made 3 Oysters in a Bar.
3 Oysters in a Bar. And what's the genre of this film that you made?
I would say it's Western Noir, 2.0 or whatever.
Where the momentum's going, and you don't want to mess up, because with the Super 8, you get one shot. And I would say 3 oysters in a bar, and Ramona Lee did a hell of a job. Ramona, thanks very much.
The GS8 is really great. It turned me on, and it's a great program for children and adults to just get into real life and what we're doing. Life is a movie. So, yeah, thank you.
We've been part of it since the beginning. Laura came up with this in her own head. Laura Wright, you guys know Laura Wright? She's actually guiding traffic right now, which is hilarious. Like, she's like the queen of it all, and she just makes sure people park correctly.
Tell us a little bit about what's happened since last year and how the Georgetown Super 8 Film Festival has been able to advance.
Well, since last year, just more people know about the program, more people are participating. Less thanks to me and more thanks to the committee that has been doing the outreach in the community, including Anthony. And also we got 2 grants from For Culture, a sustained support, and a public free access grant that has allowed us to lower costs, create more sliding scale access to our screenings and events, and just really allowed us to reach even further to the Duwamish Valley.
Palestinians strive for freedom, and they call it anti-Semitism. They call for erasure.
Yeah, so it is a short experimental poetic piece, an ode to the genocide that is happening in Gaza, Palestine. And since we are paying homage to the Duwamish tribe here and filming on their beautiful land, we have to recognize the genocide and Holocaust happening in Gaza, Palestine, and that we are connected. We are connected through this pain of history, and I can't call myself an artist and not speak on what's happening.